Hey everyone, Rascal here, and welcome to another Rascal Reviews. Since we're getting a bit closer to summer now, I wanted to cover one of my other favorite animated DreamWorks movies, and that would be Shark Tale. Now, Shark Tale is a bit of a confusing thing for me. Not the movie itself, but just how audiences received it. Critics thought it was really bad. Some online reviewers thought it was really bad. It was Oscar was unlikable. It was a horrible story. It was lame. It was like a cash grab. But when I see people doing spoofs, everyone wants to do Shark Tale, and I love the movie. So I'm not sure what's the general consensus of this film. Is it like equally people love it and people hate it, or is it one and not the other, or is it just depend? It seems like reviewers hate the film, but people who make spoofs and animation love the film. So I'm not sure where to go with that. But for me, I really love the movie. I really love Shark Tale. I actually still own it on DVD all these years later. And for ones who don't know, Shark Tale is about this, I'm going to say he's a bit of a slacker fish named Oscar, who's voiced by Will Smith. Yes, it made his face look a little bit like Will Smith. You kind of got to get past that, because all their faces are kind of weird in this movie. And he wants to be more than just himself, or what he claims to be a nobody. And he actually comes across a shark named Lenny, and who's voiced by Jack, the ever amazing Jack Black. And he's a shark that is a vegetarian. He doesn't want to eat fish. He doesn't like eating fish. He wants to be fish's friends. And his family is like a mob boss, literally a shark mob. It's like a lot of people call it the Godfather for kids. And it's actually hilarious that they even make that comparison. Oh man. So in this world, you have the fish living underwater like it's its own little metropolis and a mixture of different cities. And the fish are sort of like the regular people, and the sharks are like up high in the food chain, the highest thing in the food chain. And the sharks are the mob basically in here. So imagine like Fat Tony if he was a fish. And actually Lenny's father, Don Lino, is voiced by, kind of ironically when you think about it, Robert De Niro. And he pulls off the role really well. It's actually hilarious. And among Will Smith and Jack Black and Robert De Niro, they also have Renee Zellweger, they have Angelina Jolie, they have Martin Scorsese, amongst others. But the ones that people seem to really think stick out the most in terms of their design is Will Smith as Oscar, and Angie with Angelina Jolie. Again, I kind of see where they were going. I think it was on purpose they kind of looked like the people they were being voiced by, because clearly maybe they had them in mind to play the characters anyway, and their likeness was put onto the character. And judging how you see it, it could look actually not bad, or it can look horrendous. Or meme-worthy, like I see what a lot of people do, really meme the heck out of this movie. But, I don't know, I love Shark Tale. I thought it was a really fun, really hilarious movie, and I kind of like how they had set up with Oscar being the shark slayer, and they're constantly setting up fights, so it looks like he's beating a shark or killing sharks, and he's protecting the city from ne'er-do-wells and all that. But it's not that at all. And it's actually, like I said, it's one of my favorite animated DreamWorks movies. I think it's really underappreciated because it has some brilliant ideas in here, not just for puns, but just for the story ideas and a concept you really hadn't seen before. And this is when you could do like a vegetarian predator and it wasn't seen as something really stupid. It actually really played it up to a T, where you didn't see him eat any fish, he was eating coral and kelp. And there is this thing where they kind of bring up that Lenny being a vegetarian might be code for him being in the closet, because he's not accepted by his family for not wanting to eat fish. He wants to be a dolphin, which they consider to be more effeminate creatures. So it could be seen as that, or maybe it's a joke. I could see it either way. But it could be just a joke where you're just kind of laughing at the absurdity of a shark wanting to be a vegetarian or not wanting to be fearsome, because most of the time sharks are terrifying villains and creatures in movies. And I think it's probably comes full circle with the bad guys when the shark is seen as a villain. So it kind of is a mini reference to this movie. But I really enjoyed Shark Tale. I kind of want to do a spoof of it one day. Maybe after I finish doing the Shrek franchise, I would love to do a spoof of Shark Tale. I already have it with Lionel as Lenny. I want to do a Thundercats version of it. And I thought it would be really hilarious. And I know a lot of my friends actually love the movie and meme it too. And got their favorite scenes in there, favorite characters, or the favorite stars in it. But I don't know, I thought the movie was just hilarious and it's fun. So if you've seen Shark Tale, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Did you love it as much as I do and lots of others with the cult following? Did you think it was just an okay film? Or are you actually in agreement with the reviewers online or for the theaters? Did you think it was a pretty bad movie and you just didn't like it? Tell me any of these opinions in the comments below. If you have not seen Shark Tale, it is actually now available on Netflix, with Netflix getting the license to a lot of DreamWorks films. Now they have a ton of series on there, and including The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots and some of the Shrek films. It looks like they're starting to grab a lot of the DreamWorks movies on here, since it looks like they have a contract with them to distribute a lot of their films on here long after they've already been out of the theaters and on DVD. You will actually have a good time watching it. I really hope you do, because it's a really fun, it's a crazy, fun, hilarious, just great movie. And you can never go wrong with the car wash theme song at the end. I mean, come on, that part was awesome. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the film if you haven't seen it. I can't wait to hear your comments in the below after you finish. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.